Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to give a few shout outs. I know there's a tag going around with the 13 shout outs. I don't know if this is going to be 13 or as many as I've got basically on my watch list. I didn't know what to do, so I have got my watch later list and I'm just going to run through them. These aren't all accurate, as in these aren't just the only channels, and some of these are videos that I have simply popped on my watch list because they've come through my feed and I've put them there so I don't lose them and I can come back to them later. I don't know if any of you have also noticed, but the feeds don't show what you've subscribed to, which I'm finding really frustrating with YouTube. But that's another story altogether. Starting off, so one of the ladies that I love to watch is Tuthlin Penry, and she is from the Wolf and Howl Press, and she's a lovely witch. It's a witchy channel, and she gives out sage advice and crone advice on various topics of life and aspects of spirituality, or your witching in your spirituality, if you like. And I have a couple of books of hers. I have talked about her books as in the fact that I'm excited to own them and get my head into them. But just in general, she has a very lovely channel. She only talks when she has something to say, and all her videos are really, really short. She is a Welsh witch, hence her name. She lives in Wales, and she has a lovely soft Welsh accent, but I do recommend her if you want something a little bit crone sage advice from a lady who is also a solitary practitioner and you're feeling a bit lost. She does have some really nice insightful things to say, and of course giving it away with the Wolf and Howl Press in her banner there. She writes and produces her own books, so you can log into that at www.wolfandhowlpress.com, I do believe, and there's plenty of books there for you to pick up and purchase. So that's number one. And then I'm going to get myself totally lost in my list. So, sorry, I've got like 150 videos in this list. So the problem here is they're all at the bottom. I know what all the ones at the top are, and you're not interested in those today. We have Joe Montalone. Love his channel. So he talks a lot about tarot mysticism. I've been watching him for years, and I do love to dip in and out of his videos. He's very knowledgeable, and he loves to mind bend. So I do recommend his channel too. Oh, it's going to keep doing that. Okay. There must be another way of me doing this. I can't remember who was next. You're just going to have to wait for me to get there. Okay. So there's a witchy room tour from the Farmhouse Witch. I don't think I've watched many videos on her channel, but I do know that I have actually seen that video already, and she has a lovely tour of her witchy room. So there, I'll give her a shout out for that, the Farmhouse Witch. We have Helen Colebrook, who I do watch on a regular basis. I have one of her little tarot journaling, is it Journaling with Purpose? Books to help you like learn to draw on things in your journal, which, by the way, spoiler alert, I am using this month, and it will show up in my next monthly reviews for April. So I do like to watch Helen Colebrook. She has lots of stuff. I have been watching since Giselle over at Madwitch inspired me to attempt to pick up some sewing items. I've been attempting cross stitch, and I've been watching the Fat Quarter Shop floss tube to get inspiration and stuff there, and they have got lots of I can't bring it up, can I? Just do it all back to front. So they have got lots of really nice videos, and they've got sew along projects with them, lots of tips for beginners, how to keep it neat, how to use different stitches. So yeah, they have been a bit of a channel on my feed for a while. We have Marlene Therese, and she has been doing the Decan walk. I have watched a few of her videos in the past. I haven't watched everything that she does, but definitely I've been tuned in on the Decan walk just because it's a hot topic right now, and many of you probably are aware I'm attempting it. We have a few others on board. We have Rochelle at Amethyst Ascensions. We've got Giselle at Madwitch. Sonique Tarot is also doing it, and I think we might have Linda at Clementia's Creative Cartomancy. I cannot remember now if she said she was doing it or not. But yeah, so there's a few other channels to keep an eye out for. I do really enjoy watching Madame Pamita. So she's another wonderful channel, wonderful source of knowledge. She has the book out, is it Slavic Witchcraft? Which I do plan on getting at some point, just not right now, but she has like lots of hints and tips, and she does lots of candle magic and not magic and things on her channel, and talks through lots of hints, tips. She has, I think she does like a live, I think she might even do something on another platform where you can go and join her and have a conversation. So Madame Pamita, recommend her. Who is this one? I mentioned Linda already, so we have Clementia's Creative Cartomancy. She's got some really nice channels, videos on her channel, and she also does some gaming on her channel. So there's some really interesting looking. Yeah, there's one. So she plays Witchwood, the Witchy Life Story. So she's got some games and things happening to keep everyone going. I have mentioned Giselle at Madwitch. In fact, she's the person that got me going with this channel shout-outs, because she very kindly gave me a shout-out in her video. So there she is. And she's also just put out her video for the decan walk, which is right here. So you can go and find out how she's going to do her decan walk as well. So I do recommend going along and having a look to see what Giselle has to say. She's a lady who probably calls herself in her crone stages, with not a lot to say. However, she has an awful lot to say, a lot of knowledge, a lot of sharing, a lot of kindness, and a lot of grounding. Plus, I don't know, you feel from her, she oozes that ability, that kind of nurturing ability to give you confidence in what you're doing, to have a go, have a try, to not be scared of failing. And I love that about how she comes across in her videos. So she's a firm favourite. Plus, we do actually tease each other a lot because we're in contact as well outside of YouTube. So she's a really lovely channel to go and see. I thoroughly enjoy, mustn't forget, so Practical Mystic Carol, or Carol over at Practical Mystic Carol, has a very lovely channel. I've got lots of her videos on my playlist here. I hate adverts. And she does some really great videos teaching you how to work with cards, dive a bit deeper. She's got some really great subjects. She's doing some numerology dives there. And I've got some of her spreads and working through spreads. I can't remember, don't know if I'm going to see any here. So she has tarot spreads playlist, learning the Celtic cross, but she gives lots of teachings, and that's what I like about her channel. So yeah, I have a few things there where she talks about Pythagorean triangles, and really knowledgeable lady. So I thoroughly enjoy watching what she's got to say and what's going on in her life and channel at the moment. So pop along and see Practical Mystic Carol. I'm not making a list, am I? I've got to at some point try and remember all these to stick in the link. And what number am I up to? I have no idea. I really enjoy watching Beltane Cottage, and there's another one very similar to this, which I don't know if it's on my to watch list at the moment because I don't think I've seen a video for a while, but I do enjoy watching Beltane Cottage. It's just really nice change of scenery for me, literally looking at the scenery that's going on in the video. She just takes us around her garden. It's a really beautiful channel, and she walks us through the seasons and things. Just a very nice take on life, and sometimes inspiring to look around you, pop out into nature just to get in touch with what's going on. So that's just a refresher. I have got a bunch of how to use digital journals here. So they aren't really, I don't know anything about them, so I can't say if I recommend them. They're just channels that I've got to watch. I literally ran through, typed in what I was looking for, and then just stuck them all in my watch list. So I've talked about Sonic Tarot briefly, and so she's doing her decan journey as well. So that's another one to go and pop over and see. She lives in Cornwall, and she's got an amazing deck collection, and I just like how she's been presenting her decanic journey. She started it a few months ago, so before I did, and and it's been nice to see how she's got to where she is now. So because Deacon Wheel works with the rest of the year, she is now up to where I am, just starting, if you like. So it's quite interesting. Soul Dreamer, I think I've watched a few videos from Soul Dreamer, but only to do with the Deacon Walk, so that's another channel worth popping back in and having a look at for anyone that wants to give her a support. And then we have, of course, Candy Soul and Soil. She's a fan favourite for many of us. Lovely, arty, inspirational, bright, colourful, vibrant videos from her, and of course a deck collection to dribble over. I'm quite enjoying watching people's deck collections, but not bothering to do them myself because I'm lazy. I do enjoy Baba Jolie. She's a big channel. I do like to watch her tarot videos. So for anyone that hasn't heard of her, it is a very big channel. Yes, I know that. But I enjoy her videos, her monthly videos for because I'm Gemini, so of course I watch the Gemini ones. And I just thoroughly enjoy watching those from her. Peekaboo Rose Julie, another really good channel. She's kind of thoughtful about what she does and how she presents things. She does like to question things, so I do recommend going over to Peekaboo Rose. She also has Three Girls One Deck collaboration with Sunset Bow, and I'm not going to remember the third channel. I think it's Heather and Sarah. And I can't remember their channels. That's shocking. I do apologise, but again, that's another one to look out for because they post them up, but then you can link into all three channels from doing that. Phyllis, new channel, doing the Deacon Walk. She has an amazing presentation of her journal that she's set up to do the Deacon Walk. So if you're stuck for ideas, I don't know. This is one of those journals that scared me. It was so well drawn and thought out and presented that I've had to come around to the idea of I just really enjoy looking at it. So she has got a beautiful journal for looking at. The Chaotic Witch, Witch of Wanderlust, either one. They've paired up on this video, so I haven't seen it yet, but again, another really, really good set of channels to go and watch. And you can see most of my stuff is kind of outside, tarot, witchy, that's the bulk of what I watch. So Dawn Michelle at Boho Tarot, got to give her a mention because of course she's, so many of us in the tarot community, I don't think there's any of us that haven't heard of or don't watch her videos. So we have her. I have mentioned the lovely Rochelle at Amethyst Ascension, and if I can just pause right there, that book on the page, that book last summer, that is the very talented Courtney. It says here CL Green, and let me get her channel right. Aries Witchcraft has written that book. She's wrote 3 books, I discovered as I went to purchase it on Amazon, but that is Courtney's book there on the screen. So if anyone wants to pop over to Amazon and give her some support with her book, please do so. Spoiler alert, I haven't watched it. Rochelle says it's steamy, so if you don't like steamy books, please don't come back and get me. I've warned you. But if you do like a little bit of, steam in your afternoon, there's one to watch. I also watch some really interesting stuff. Here we go, gastroenteritis. This is the Medic Fuel channel. So I dip in and out of videos here. I've got a whole bunch of them, Path Labs, Micro. Who else have I missed that I do watch on a regular basis? I said Practic Mystic Carol. Yes, so my fellow friends, I should also shout out, I do watch actually Angela's Symposium. Really like her channel. I also enjoy Foolish Fish. For anyone who's not familiar with him, he gives reviews on books and things. He's got an amazing kind of esoteric library. It's all basically esoteric stuff that he does. Angela's Symposium, so she's a PhD person and she talks about all things esoteric as well. So that's why I really enjoy her deep conversations that she brings to the table. And she has lives and people on her channel, and they kind of discuss various ideas and idealisms and stuff that goes on in spirituality. I do love Steve Noble for meditations. Always got those on playlists, always saving them. I don't always get to them, but pop in and out. Got a lot of druidic stuff on here at the moment, but mostly I will say this is about, is it John Michael Greer? Because I've got a whole bunch of his books, and I actually decided it was time to see a bit of YouTube based on him. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff here to kind of like learn about him. Got the Golden Dawn, the Druidic Order. Lots and lots of videos for that one. Love music videos. I don't think I have mentioned, don't think I have I? So Regina Wirecraft and Tarot. Enjoy watching her videos. She does interviews with the decks. So she pulls tarot deck and gives interviews. Mentioning that takes me to Sasha Graham, because she had Sasha Graham on recently, and that was a really interesting, lively chat. I do love Sasha Graham's channel. And Jonathan Daly, can't not mention Jonathan Daly. Then there's Tarot Stash, Gerald at Tarot Stash. We've got Richie at Longman Tarot. We've got Chris at Elemental Cartomancy. Justin Michael's amazingly knowledgeable chap. We have Chris at Barely Balanced Tarot. Masha at Musings by Masha. We have, oh God, so many. Jen, but she's just changed her channel name. I can't remember what her new channel name's called. Something Psychic with Jen. And anyone else I've forgotten, I'm really sorry, but maybe when I come back to this another time, I'll give you all a shout out. In the meantime, thank you very much for my own shout out. Much appreciated. And I'm sorry if I didn't do you all justice in this one, but I just wanted to get as many of you down as possible and kind of, inspire people to branch out a little bit and see what else is out there. Simon. How can I dare move on without mentioning Simon at Hermit's Cave? So sorry, Simon, because to be fair, when I first was lurking on TarotTube in the first 6 months or year, actually, it might have been first 6 to 12 months before I actually put my name up and signed up to be able to speak or talk or comment on people's channels, I was, just floating around the ether, and it was probably one of Simon's channels. That's where I found a lot of kind of other channel names and connections. So there were so many people that comes into his chats, on his lives, in his streams, on his comments, and then from there I just like flicked around and found people until I found people that I really enjoyed, understood what they were talking about, that kind of like click connection, even though I don't talk to them, understanding what they were saying and watching their videos, and it kind of like made sense to me. So that's where I was going, and that's how I've ended up where I am today. Okay, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.